matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. First play, Bridgewater looking to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle. For a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll run the option to the short side left.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down.
And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the Rams had a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, this defense for the Vikings, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Bridgewater. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Bobby Brown busting through to get him for a loss of 6. 3rd and long now after the sack. We'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. On 2nd down, Johnson. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Play action. It's Wilson. That one caught by Carter. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the Rams are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Johnson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. ideal spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now Wilson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Zadarius Smith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Darnell Mooney
with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hockenson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Bridgewater.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. 27 yards.
And the Vikings are back within a score.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Out of the end zone, it's Tutu Atwell. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Rams take over 1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 53 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for it. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Bridgewater. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Bridgewater now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing, Bridgewater. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Bridgewater. And he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. Oh, backbreaker figure that'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Charles, so close to halftime there, you throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Ty Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This will be fielded inside the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Atwell now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now it's Wilson. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his right. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Taken in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
On the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 40. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. A first down throw for Bridgewater. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater under pressure. They got him again. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of confidence.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there. His first touchdown take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Rams are going to take over here up near the 40. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Flushed out right. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. That is caught by Thielen. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the... Bridgewater to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Touchdown! Ty Johnson, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Bobby Brown able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw is Bridgewater. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late point. Touchdown!
Isaiah McKenzie, 29 yards. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead is down to 24.
Makes the score Rams 45, Vikings 21. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Atwell now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Touchdown, Rams! A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they get it down at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Bridgewater. And my goodness, another interception. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back to the score.
Carter hoping to order a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this run of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. He's got a man, complete, the 30. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Bridgewater on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. for a momentum swing. You had a goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Today to Walku on the return. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And they will take a knee here. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other.